Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm really glad I actually matched with the background. It was not fun at all. My name is Sloan Kooshan and I'm trans, everybody. Thank you. I only transitioned for the applause. I'm very lucky. I have a supportive immigrant mother. She tells me gender-affirming things all the time, like, you're just like your father. I'm very excited to tell you a new story that happened to me recently. I was diagnosed with two new things. I really thought when I became a stand-up comedian that I was going to talk about my trans identity, my queer identity, my culture, but no, my thing is like health scares. So the one thing that happened to me recently is I was diagnosed with acid reflux. It affects people over 30. And I was on an anti-acid, and I asked my doctor if I could drink while on this medication because she had prescribed it to me on October 27th, and I had plans on Halloween. So in my head, I was like, if I cannot drink on it, then I will wait to take it. It's no big deal. She told me that I could drink. I'm 100% sure. And she told me that I could drink on it. So I go on Halloween, I'm really excited. I was performing for a fundraiser. And also I had plans to see like a ballroom with vampires. It was really cool. And of course I'm gonna drink. And with my friends, we drink, everything's fine. I'm on an empty stomach because I'm an artist. And I keep drinking, everything's fine. There was a strike, if you don't remember. There was an STM strike, so I was stranded in Montreal, not the worst place to be stranded. And I couldn't get home to Laval. And so I was like, I asked my friend, can I like sleep at your place? She was like, yeah, we'll see. So I was like, cool, yeah, no rush. But during the night, she introduced me to somebody. And I'm gonna preface this like parentheses by saying, I'm neurodivergent, and sometimes I don't understand like something that's like in between the lines or implicit. It has to be very clearly stated. So I'm looking for a sofa to sleep on for one night. That is where I'm coming from. My friend introduced me to somebody who told them that I'm cute. So they're looking for a hookup. I'm looking for a couch. So my friend introduced me to that person, and it was like, oh, Sloan, somebody could like offer you a sofa tonight, wink wink. And I didn't know what the wink wink meant. So they go like, maybe you should talk to them. So I'm like, okay. And this feels very transactional on my end because I feel like I'm booking an Airbnb. And they're asking me weird questions like, do I have any kinks? What I like in bed, and I thought they meant like the firmness of the mattress. So I was like, the rougher the better. And this went on for way too long. Like, I'm not proud of this. Like, it went on for way too long. And I was starting to get worried because I was like, because I could get like the last metro, but I was really deep into this conversation and I felt like it was rude to like leave. Because I feel like I was like edging the transaction without really wanting to. So at some point they just like left. I don't know how to explain that. They just left. Their friends came through and then they were like, okay, it was nice talking to you, they left. And it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, I don't know, I don't have a sofa anymore. And so I was like, I'm gonna go back to the friend who arranged this transaction, or whatever you can call it, embarrassment. And I'm gonna be like, okay, now it's your fault, I'm stranded, so can I have your couch? And so we negotiated and we talked, and I said how much they meant to me. So I got the floor of their apartment because they have a love seat and I don't fit in that. So I sleep on the floor, and at 3 a.m, I kid you not, all of the things I did that I wasn't supposed to do, like drink alcohol on an empty stomach, on an anti-acid, kicked in, and it felt like I was stabbed. Like, I'm not kidding, I'm dramatic, but I'm not kidding. Like, it felt like I was stabbed. And I could have woken them up and be like, hey, Wouldn't it be fun to just like go to a hospital right now? Like I could have, but I'm a people pleaser, so I didn't want to be rude and like wake them up and like they partied hard and stuff like that. So I just like stood there with my pain and just patiently waited for them to like get up. And then I kind of was like, I'm a bit sore or like it hurts. And they're like, oh cool, they just give me like a heated pad, doesn't change anything to me. And then I was like, maybe I should consult and see a doctor. I didn't go to the ER because a GP was faster. And you know how it is here. So I go to the doctor and I'm kind of like explaining what happened. And he's not worried, but I'm worried. Because when a doctor says, I'm not worried, but we're gonna do a bunch of tests just to make sure, it's the least comforting things that we can say. You know what I mean? Like, it's the most panicking thing to me for a doctor to be like, oh, it's probably nothing. We're just gonna do a bunch of tests to make sure that you're alive still, right? So he scheduled the ultrasound. And I go to the ultrasound. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying, transfer non-monolith, and what I'm about to say is only my own narrative and my own perspective about my transidentity experience. I think it is important in a medical setting, such as an ultrasound, for them to know that I'm trans. Period. Because if they don't know, I don't know that they don't know, that I don't know they don't know. So, since it was from a referral from my trans affirming clinic, I thought they knew that I'm trans. So, you can imagine I'm laying on the table and she's doing the thing with the little camera thingy. I don't know why the ultrasounds hurt, like it's just a camera, but she was like really shoving it in there to make sure she could see everything. And because I was already inflamed, it really hurt. And she told me if it hurts, let me know. For some reason, that was the only time that like toxic masculinity kicked in, and I was like, I can take it. And she gets very nervous. And I'm like, oh my God, she's saying something on her screen that I can't see. It's probably something big, it's a tumor or something. Like I start panicking. The whole time she's wondering why I have fallopian tubes. But I don't know that she wants to know that it's okay. And she keeps going like, she's going like all around, and then she's going a little too low, and I'm like, whoa, it's gonna be space afterwards. You know, like there's nothing to see after that, like past that point. And she keeps doing, and she's really like nervous, and she's like looking at me. The whole time, all I can see is this. The whole time, I think I'm dying. The whole time, she's wondering why I have a beard and a uterus. And she doesn't tell me anything. She could have just asked a question, or just assume, or I don't know, but like some acting classes need to be taken in the medical field, because like I really thought I was gonna die. You know, thank you. I really thought I was gonna die. And at one point, she kind of like goes back to her computer, looks at my file, and she's like, are you taking any medication? I'm like, yeah, testosterone injections. For me, that means I came out. And she said, oh, I thought I heard, she said, oh, for your transition. I was like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, thank you. And there's like a tension in the room. And I'm just like, am I dying? And I just go, and I'm like, okay, cool. I go and I wait for my Uber, because my sister was about to pick me up. And that's how I call her, she hates it. And I kid you not, she runs out of the little exam room, but like runs, like in a panic. And she goes, wait! And I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. And she goes like, come here. I'm like, okay. We're like in the hallway. Like, privacy doesn't exist. And we kind of like huddle by the elevator. And she goes to me, I don't know why she's leaning. And she goes to me like this. Has anyone told you that you have a uterus? And I kid you not, I went, what's that? And that's my time, thank you.